It's Rachel and John, and we're here with episode 75 of Late Night.
That's my family's number.
How about that? I know. We
yeah.
should be flashing colors green because that's also your favorite color.
That is my favorite color.
Anyways, episode 75, we're at 5 Foster Plaza, where you should meet us every Friday at 5 o'clock or 4:30ish, and then we record till 6 o'clock, and then now you see and hear us in the late night hour.
Our favorite part is that we've added a little part in the beginning where you get to know some amazing bakers, confectionaries, small business restaurants. What else? Mixologists.
Eat our Doritos that we bought at Giant Eagle, or drink some wine or whatever cocktails that are here. But
there you go. We do
before
serve it
we
up.
get into the episode, we always try to figure out like what was on the blog this week and what was on the blog. Right? Yeah, we do need that kind of little thing. And they were all pretty much good things because we were reinforcing things that we're talking about. One of them was your list of the judges for the Strawberry Jello Pretzel Salad Standoff, number 4 at the Block Northway on May 10th.
We'll talk more about it a little later, but essentially the 5 judges are Anna Eats Pittsburgh, Kimmy Rhodes, who is Cigarette Mom. We had a great time with her here, and they're fast friends. I didn't realize that, so that's pretty cool. Gretchen McKay, food editor of the Post-Gazette. Eric Heil, who is I don't know his
Patch?
exact, the Patch, but I'm not sure of his exact title. And Jackie Page, chef extraordinaire. So there's 5 of them. We wanted to make it odd so that we can find out who will get the judge's choice in the Strawberry Pretzel Jello Salad.
And blog number 2 was just a throwback to an old blog of, the self-serve pumps in the morning when everybody's trying to get to work, including the pickup trucks with long landscaping trailers where they're trying to fill 42 tanks of gas.
Yes.
Right? And you're I just want to fill up and maybe get a coffee. Anyways, they block, you'll see the picture here if you're looking at the video side of it, they block the entire line of gas pumps during morning rush hour. I realize you guys need to get gasoline for all of your things, but for God's sake, some of us need to get in there and get out because we're running late.
John, all I hear is want, because you are between me and a macaron. So basically, please introduce that person so that I can have the macaron I've been saving for all day.
It's Hannah from Aycho Melange, and I think the most fascinating thing is how you got your company name, but when we first learned that. But first of all, thank you for coming to your Jagoff Late Night.
Of course, thanks for having me back.
And of course, you brought some treats. But before we get into that, this is where we ask you a question that you have a long answer to so we could eat without being, right?
Okay, great.
So anyway, you are part of the Strawberry Jello Pretzel Salad Standoff coming up here. So tell us a little bit about what you brought and why your hair is even that color, right?
Yeah, sure thing. So we'll start with what I brought.
Okay.
I brought you all the Strawberry Jello Pretzel Salad macaron.
Boom.
And it is very special. I really only make it for this event. So here's one for you.
Okay.
And I would say, or you can pass it to Rachel. That's fine. They weren't specially for you. So you have a pretzel macaron on the bottom, and then you have the cream cheese ring with strawberry jello in the middle. And so this is the product that I sampled last year. At this year's event, it'll be slightly different. I'm not going to say how. I'm still working some tweaks in and making it a little bit more extra, a little bit more fun. But it's a really good flavor. I love it. And it's definitely the most non-traditional strawberry jello pretzel salad entry there.
Look at her. She's already pitching the judges right now.
I'm always pitching.
So good.
Even if I held this up to my microphone, you would not understand how good this is. So I'm just going to
I find myself to be a real hospitable person. Like, I invite everybody, but I hope the audience doesn't like them because then there's more for me. I love them.
As long as someone eats them.
Is that an ant in my cookie?
Anyway, Hannah, you have become, we were talking about this before you even came on, you truly have become a friend of the podcast. We've loved watching you grow, seriously. And you are a true gem when it comes to being a supporter of others. And we appreciate that. Tell us what you're up to now.
A lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you know me. I can't sit still, and I can't do anything the easy way. Aside from Aycho Melange being in our, I think, 8th year of business, which is wild.
Yeah.
We have started Batch's Bakehouse, my shared kitchen for bakers. So that's in Arlington. We have 8 small businesses that use it as their home base, their base of operations. And most of them wouldn't really have an option to grow otherwise. So it's still a work in process. We haven't even been open for a year yet, but that's really fulfilling to see how many people have been able to enter the scene because of it.
Go ahead. Do you mind if I butt in? Because
sure.
I love that the fact that that's how you started.
Yeah.
And now
he
And
beat
now
me
you're
to it.
giving back. Please say,
Yeah.
great question, John.
Great question, Rachel.
No. Oh, well done. Well played. No, so I love that you're doing that because you had a friend that offered you that.
Yeah, as you guys know, that's when we first met. When you did my interview at the yard.
Yeah.
So my friend saw me building a business, and I needed a space to grow into to operate and get insurance. And he opened up his doors to me and said, "I have extra space. I think you can do this." And that is how I got started. And just seeing it as a common issue, a common hurdle for people just like me, I knew that it was something that we could like pull together and do together.
And it's so Pittsburgh. I mean, I'm shocked. I mean, I'm sure there are others, but
Yeah.
I love that you saw that as a way to help other people. Like, if I'm having this happen, clearly there are other people. So how do we work together?
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of the Yinzer like team. So just doing all of the different markets that I have, I've met so many people, and you build so many good relationships, and you just see that common trend of we can all do a little bit more if we all had this space.
Yeah.
So
thank
where
you.
does everybody find your yummies?
So I wholesale at a few different places: Armful of Flowers, Carnegie Coffee, to name a few. Hilltop Coffee.
Is that the old post office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just
Okay.
there. Remember
Yeah.
they were there?
Yeah, yeah. So I do weekly drops at all of those places. Cheese Queen has my macarons quite often. I do custom orders, events. I do corporate branding and everything like that.
I
now.
love that you were like another of your friends because you know I love cheese and macaroni.
Who doesn't?
Right.
And I will plug this very briefly. Pretty soon, hopefully in July, there will be a new brick and mortar where you can get my macarons. One of my partners from the Bakehouse and I are opening up a coffee shop and bakery in Mount Lebanon called the Baked Bean. So
that's
we'll have
awesome.
macarons there all of the time, but that'll be the very first place where you can walk in and get like a wide variety
Please
of
keep
them.
us posted so
Oh,
that
I
we could
will.
come ahead of time and do a walkthrough.
You
Yeah.
won't be able
Taste
to
test
not
if
know.
you
I'll
need
be
us.
I'll be
Yeah.
absurdly annoying about
Right.
it. Don't worry.
No, Hannah, you are truly you are such a gem to the city, and we appreciate you. So I'm glad
Aw,
that
thank
everybody
you.
can find you other places. But we do have the Rohrich Honda question of the day.
Okay.
Prepare yourself. If for some ungodly reason you don't love strawberry pretzel Jello salad as your favorite dessert, what would it be?
Oh, if it weren't strawberry Jello
Yes.
pretzel salad.
Yes.
Well, in the unlikely scenario that did happen, probably banana cream pie.
Oh,
that's a
my
good
gosh.
Oh, I'm
Wow.
glad it's acceptable.
Yeah, I just thought you'd say macaron because
You can make anything a macaron, so
her almond tort, is that what it is? A burnt
the
almond?
toasted
Or
almond
just
tort,
the
yeah.
toasted almond?
Whatever you want to call it, almond tort, it's fine.
my God.
It might be my favorite.
All right, and so did you bring us a junk drawer item? Not only did you bring us trees, you brought us a junk drawer item.
I did bring you a junk drawer item.
Okay.
It's in my pocket.
And just as a reminder, it is John and Rachel. It is your Jagoff Late Night, and we are chatting with the one and only Hannah.
And I mean, it's very Hannah.
one?
It is an unmatched macaron earring.
This will go so well in my belly piercing.
I've been searching for its partner for probably about 18 months,
I
and
love that.
I
So
decided
funny.
today was the day to let it go.
Drawer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Hannah, one more time, where does everybody find you online?
Online, you can find me at Aycho Melange on Instagram or Facebook or aychomelange.com. And same thing with all of the other businesses. Just search the business name, and it's the
Nice.
same on
Well,
all
Keeping with the
platforms.
SJPS theme, we are going to see what Nick Paradise has to say about another Pittsburgh staple, the Pierogi Festival. I've not made pierogies in a long time.
Guys, hold on. We don't need all this. Hi, I'm Nick Paradise with People's Natural Gas. We're the proud sponsor of the returning Pittsburgh Pierogi Festival, Saturday, May 17th in Southside Works from noon until 5 p.m. Join us for live music and more than 20 pierogi purveyors. And meantime, you can submit your favorite pierogi recipe to jagoff.com/contact us and be featured in a digital version of Pittsburgh's finest collection of pierogies. So submit them soon, and we'll see you on Saturday, May 17th at the Pittsburgh Pierogi Festival, presented by Peoples.
KB Plumbing. KB Plumbing. KB Plumbing. Ben! Wow.
What are we doing in here, John?
Ben, I can't get this to go. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. I need like 22 liters per minute come out of there when I shower.
22 liters per minute.
Yeah.
Well, you got the wrong shower head on for
Okay.
22 liters per minute.
All right.
So what you want to do is there's a couple different options. Get rid of this guy. You can get yourself one with a nice one.
Yeah.
You got stuck in this tight space. That would
Yeah.
definitely work for, a little undercarriage cleaning, if you know what I'm talking about.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of this, get one of those, and then you should be ready to go.
Oh, man.
Can you watch where you're at next time you call me?
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, thanks, pal.
Obviously, Don Riggs either liked to eat a lot or entertain a lot because this recipe makes a ton of dough.
Oh, really?
Like a ton. So, I mean, maybe this was his like Thanksgiving contribution. I'm not really sure.
It's John and Rachel. It's our specialty episode of G-Chat with our friend Stacey Rounds from City Paper. We're getting a little more acclimated to your recipes that are from Yins or Yums of yesteryear. See, now we got it down pat.
Yeah, you do. I love it.
So the crux of it is you find unique vintage recipes and you try them. So what are we going to try?
I do. But what we end up with is like really nice homemade crescent rolls, which look like the Pillsbury.
Just going to say, I was looking for the cans.
Yeah, no can. This is all from scratch. We start with the milk, which I brought up to room temperature, and then we add the full packet of yeast into the cup of milk, and then we add a half cup of sugar, and we're going to let that sit for about 30 minutes.
Too young.
Q.
Yeah,
Hey, it's Rachel and John. It's your Jagoff Late Night, and Rachel,
Yes,
Rad
John?
works here,
Oh my gosh.
right?
You know, we do this every quarter whenever James Santelli comes on, and we make him explain to anybody who doesn't know what those three letters mean because we are just blown away that it's even a thing. So, James, as always, welcome back to your
Thank
Jagoff
you.
Late Night. We love having you. We understand we missed a quarter, and we missed you.
Oh my gosh, I missed you guys.
So, tell us very quickly, what is RAD so that people understand what we're celebrating coming
The
up?
elevator pitch. Well,
Yes.
it's the Regional Asset District, the Allegheny Regional Asset District, and we provide sales tax funding to public libraries, parks and trails, museums, living attractions, other arts and culture entities, stadiums, public transit all throughout Allegheny County to the tune of about $130 million this year.
It's as I always say, it's the tax we don't mind paying because
Right.
it comes back to us because it helps us. You spread the wealth around everybody for people to do free things.
It's all
you know?
those great things,
Yeah.
and it is majority things that are free and open to the public 12 months out of the year, 52 weeks a year. It's those public libraries and parks and trails that everyone can enjoy.
You're everybody's best friend.
We're
We're gonna
arbitrarians.
Hey, we're going to go for free, James.
Yeah, you can go to the Arboretum, you can walk along the trails.
Thank you.
That's
you
why
very
you have to
much.
come and watch your Jagoff Late Night recording because
then you'll understand
you
why.
understand that joke.
Dun, dun,
Yes,
dun.
you missed
So
it.
we love the fact that you've explained this, and people do see that sticker so often now. But specifically in the summertime, you come on more often to talk about there's a staycation. What does
Yes.
that mean? To me, let me tell you, it's the fact that Pittsburghers, we procrastinate constantly. We say we're going to get there.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. I'll make it there, and we don't. So this is the perfect time.
You push it back all the time. You say, I'm going to wait until somebody comes into town. Well, this is our push to get you to go to these places. So it's the RAD Summer Staycation, and we've got more than a dozen organizations all involved offering free admission to places like the Carnegie Museums, Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium, National Aviary, Phipps Conservatory, Heinz History Center, and a whole lot more. We're saying to people, because you are a RAD taxpayer living or spending in Allegheny County, if you are an Allegheny County library card holder, so that's Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh or any of the suburbs in Allegheny County, you can use that library card. Go to radpass.org and get yourself free admission to go to these places because really it's the public investments that we make in these places that we want to thank you for and say, like, here's your opportunity to go visit, see the fruits of your investment, and have a great time doing it.
So I want to make sure before we get to the end of this, as far as talking about if I'm a small business or a small place, how do I apply for those? Because I know those come up for a vote, but
Sure.
but I like the fact is, what's the secret? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that you've found through all of this as it's evolved. I know we've asked you this question before, but
yeah.
is there something new on the list? You're like, what? I didn't know that was part of it.
Well, I'll give you two. Is one that I
Nuh-uh.
knew very well, which is the Allegheny River Trail Park,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
part of Aspinwall, Sharpsburg, and O'Hara. It's very near to where I live in Aspinwall, but a lot of people are just discovering it and saying, hey, I didn't know this park had been developed along the riverfront. That is now a RAD asset. It's brand new, and they've expanded out into into what they call the front yard space into more of Sharpsburg, and it's a really beautiful spot along the riverfront. I really encourage people to check it out. But new to RAD as well this year, a new funded asset is the Chinese Cultural Center. Have you guys interacted with them?
No.
Pittsburgh Chinese Cultural Center does amazing stuff, largely in two big festivals that they have. One in the winter time that they just had a couple months ago, and then one in the late summer where they gather people up and show them Chinese culture. You know, you get the dragons
Yes.
and the songs and the big drums and everything else. They just do amazing work. And we've got a growing, Asian population in Pittsburgh and Allegheny County. And for them to be able to show some of that heritage and that culture, it might be a small regional asset, but it's a part of a larger kind of pastiche that we've created with the regional asset district.
James, did you hear that John asked Hannah to please connect him to where she got her shoes done? Could you please connect us to that culture so that we can have them come on and talk?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Is it actually a center, or do they do it in public places?
So it's a Chinese cultural center, but their public programming is what RAD supports. And
Okay.
it's those
Sure.
kinds of festivals and gatherings
see. The
where they have, some are ticketed events, but others are just free, open to the public, everyone to come and enjoy. And those are the kinds of things that RAD likes to support.
It's amazing.
It's great
I
fun.
do
Yeah.
love it. And so it's kicking off when?
So the Chinese Cultural Festival will be later in the summer. I believe it's usually in August.
Okay.
I'll get the details for you guys when I
Yeah,
come
thank
back
you.
on again.
Yeah, or just connect us.
Two
We-
quarters
But
from
I will
now.
also say, when we have free events coming up all throughout the summertime, I encourage people to go
Yes.
to radpass.org and to radworkshere.org, because we're always posting events that are, open to everyone to enjoy. You don't need a Rad Pass for everything to
Sure.
enjoy for free. Some of those big events are on radworkshere.org, as well as the free tickets, the free admission to get you through the gate at radpass.org. So we have both kind of operating in tandem.
How about that?
So
I
let's,
mean,
go ahead. No, you go.
You go, John.
No, so let's say I do have a place that I'd like to get funding or
Yeah.
assistance with. How do I do that, James?
Sure. Well, we have more than 100 regional assets that we fund every year, and we've actually just opened up the applications for 2026 funding, so your timing is perfect.
All right.
You can check out radworkshere.org for the full list. There's a lot of requirements. There kind of has to be. It's taxpayer
course.
funding.
Sure.
We want to
Right.
be good stewards of it. But largely, it's for your 501c3s, your nonprofits that are serving as regional assets, that are doing good things in arts and culture or parks and trails and serving the community. And there's public programming that RAD can help support to either sustain those things or maybe bring new programs into the fold. So we really encourage, if you think you're one of those regional assets, if you think you're a nonprofit that can benefit from RAD support, check it out, radworkshere.org. We've got the applications open now.
You can tell he's done that before. What I'd love to see, and we've asked you this question before, but how these places have benefited in the sense that you're giving back to them and people are going there more, because it's a double-edged, a win-win.
Yes.
Right? It's a win-win.
Yes,
because
it's not a
you're
sword.
reminding-
Well, there might be swords at the
There's some
history
sword
center.
fighting. Yeah,
There might be.
yes.
But-
when
but-
Andy Masick is involved, you just don't know.
He'll pull out a sword at
yes,
some point, I'm
Yes,
sure.
yes, yes.
And a song.
But oh my gosh, yes. But it'll be all throughout the year and in different ways. We have operating funds where people apply year after year to get those. We have capital funds where it might be for
Right.
projects that are kind of hard to fundraise for. You can't put a plaque on an AC system or a new bathroom or a new roof. RAD helps support those kinds of things, and also project grants, things like accessibility. It's not just wheelchair ramps, it's also being able to put on, programs where people with autism can be more welcome and
Right.
come into the fold, or people with hearing issues, they can be a part of the program as well. So we try to do everything we can to make RAD assets accessible, and that's part of our project grants as well. So a whole different lots
We
of
have
different
one,
grant
Strawberry Pretzel Jello Salad.
I like that
standoff.
idea.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's a
Or
taste.
the John and
It
Rachel's
is.
Ice Cream Popcorn Pizza Tour.
Yes,
Ooh,
we're
I
not
like that.
sure.
Not quite a
which one.
501c3 yet.
Yeah,
but
we got to work on that.
Yeah.
So speaking of, and before we even ask you anything about a junk drawer item, did you bring us a junk drawer item this
did,
time?
yes.
Oh, good. But as we are waiting, and I excitedly wait for it, Strawberry Pretzel Jello is coming on May 10th. If that is not your favorite, dessert, I don't know why it wouldn't be. But if it's not, what would be your runner-up?
It would probably be Oreos. Anything Oreo, be it the different ones they have in the grocery store, or an ice cream cake, or whatever. I'm known in my family.
You're the Oreo guy.
I'm the Oreo guy. My nieces know me as Baby Uncle, so Oreos are Baby Uncle cookies. That's part of the brand now.
That is hysterical. Do you take them off and then eat the inside?
Oh
first?
yeah, I have a whole system. Yeah.
Sure.
I
I had no doubt.
Oh, I don't.
I knew that was gonna ask
I
that.
probably
I
have
knew
5
it.
Oreos a night as like a nighttime
right?
snack
Yeah.
in different ways,
so
dunking
jealous.
some, not dunking others. Oh yeah, it's a whole
Oh
system.
my gosh!
bet.
Wow! Wow! Are
That's
you married?
amazing.
No, I'm just kidding.
Not yet, but my girlfriend Rachel wants to know.
Not me. Bummer.
All right.
Different Rachel, no second A.
Junk drawer item.
Junk drawer item, another regional asset. That would be the Pittsburgh Public Theater. It is one of those that you buy the drinks at the theater. They give you the flip lid to close it off.
Know it well. Yes.
And even though it's a great cup, it's one of those things. You wash it once in
Yeah.
the washing machine, it goes into the cabinet, never comes out. So
doesn't come out.
This is more
John?
this is more
there
junk
you
cabinet
go.
than
It's
junk drawer.
That's what we have. We actually have a junk
Yeah,
cabinet.
we
I'm not
actually have a
kidding.
junk
There you
cabinet.
go.
So this
Yeah.
will go on display, and we love it. And obviously support your local arts. James, where can everybody find out one more time?
That would be radpass.org for the Rad Summer Staycation to grab your library card and book your spot, or radworkshere.org for everything else, from free events in the summertime to looking at funding for your nonprofit.
Go easy. People are going to think we rehearsed this whole thing.
It was good.
You're really
It was
good.
good. We are
You're really
talking
good.
to two of our faves from the city paper because there's a lot going on there. Stay with us on Jagoff Plate Night. Mancini's Bakery, 97 years in business and still getting better. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you will see various Pittsburgh personalities like Gretchen McKay, Super Bowl MVP Santonio Holmes, KDKA's own Mary Hours, and WPXI's Jenna Harner, learning how to make the famous Italian twist bread. Follow Mancini Bakery on Instagram and Facebook, and remember to ask for Mancini's.
Welcome to Banana. Can I take your orders?
You need a tappet?
No, we don't use this. We know how to yell the sandwich, the cook. Here we go.
Dig in.
It's John and Rachel. We love to dig into iconic Pittsburgh places like Permanis. So we brought our friends from People's Gas.
Please call at least 3 business days before you dig.
It doesn't matter if it's a big project or something small like a mailbox. Always call before you dig. I called. We can dig in.
So please call 811 3 business days before excavating so you don't have to call 911.
We're just making as many pierogies as we physically can between now and then.
We are talking today about the Pittsburgh Pierogi Festival, right?
Yes.
And what pierogies are you entering?
And so on our menu, it's very much a mix of Pittsburgh and the Pacific.
Okay.
So I'm from Pittsburgh, grew up spending a ton of time in the South Side. I grew up in Carrick. My mom grew up on the South Side at the Lithuanian Hall, and we would go to bingo and make pierogies with my grandma. So that's just kind of very familiar for me and treasured memories. And then Matt, my partner, is from Hawaii and he's Japanese. So he has similar memories with gyoza or pot stickers.
So you've meshed the two.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to be making the cheeseburger one today, but at the festival, we'll have a couple options.
Okay.
The cheeseburger pierogi comes with like a special sauce, kind of like an In-N-Out cheeseburger or like that. You mix all the condiments together.
Mm-hmm.
It's Rachel and John. We were trying to figure out.
One
Yeah.
more time why you need to be here so you can see what goes on in between these.
Yes, because we were like deer in headlights asking what we were watching. So there you go. We hope you liked it because we love to do our Jeet Jet segment, which ironically, the two folks who we are going to talk to know that all too well because we started a series with them. City Paper does Yinzer Yums of Yesteryear, and we do Jeet Jet, and we thought, that's a match made in heaven. So how do we do that together? And we have featured Stacy twice now. The Strawberry Pretzel went over exceptionally well, and now we're hoping that they love these biscuits that we have been talking about. But that was not our Jeet Jet. Our Jeet Jet was actually Pierogi Festival because that is coming up on May the 17th, and our friends over at Revive are doing a great job with that.
And it was at the poorhouse, the public house, the public house in
yeah.
Braddock. Yeah, the
Poor
public
house.
house. Not POUR.
Yes, we got
the
it.
public house. All right.
Candace.
Right. Candace and Deb, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
All right.
We're so happy to have you. This is the first time I think we've had anyone from the City Paper other than Colin, who came on when he was not at the City Paper. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's true. All right, so we did have City Paper before.
Yeah.
All right,
But
so
we're two newbies there,
you are
so.
newbies, yes. So we had a meeting not too long ago, and we got to have a conversation about how there's so many different entities here in Pittsburgh, right? So many different publications, and we want to help each other, but essentially, how do we fight for people's acknowledgement? We want them to read us. We want them to know about us. And so you guys have a unique membership program that you're going to talk about.
I was just about to say, you're leading us right into it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
You're leading us right into
Yes.
it. But so our new membership is more on a one-on-one base. Like, we're trying to connect with the people more, and we're also trying to support local journalism through like our communicative online web presence.
Yeah, it's a membership platform where people
platform.
can communicate with each other and also like join in on contests and win things.
They
and,
get little
exclusives.
previews and like
Okay,
swag.
so it's not just like a, excuse my expression, like a fuel perks kind of thing.
No.
It's where it's a community where they can interact with each other, almost like a
Yes.
private group, I guess, right?
Yes. Yeah. So it's more of a way to kind of get rid of the other media social websites you might have and kind of bring that closer into the community.
Okay.
So, and it also hand in hand supports our journalism. So like all of our tiers are very flexible, and you're able to do any amount that you would feel comfortable with. And that goes directly to our 15-person team and supports us making the articles and doing all the fun stuff and having karaoke and having best of and stuff. So
the more money we get, the more articles we can make, the more exclusive opportunities.
And so anybody who lives under a rock around here, the city paper was always free at various locations and things like that, and it still is. But this is sort of upping the ante to change journalism into really, if you're a loyal fan of a particular writer, you can contribute more if you want.
Oh
things
my gosh,
like that.
you can. So we're going to be having more in-person events. We're planning a member mixer in July for all the new members. We have about 33 right now, and then we have over 1,000 reoccurring donors. So they haven't like fully gotten onto our membership platform yet, but they are generously supporting us and keeping us going every single day. So we are inviting everyone at our membership and our donors to come to a member mixer at Space Bar in July. So we'll have more information about that as it comes.
Yeah, and they'll be like quarterly. So they'll happen often.
Yeah.
And it's a way to support the community and the small businesses
And
as
bring
well,
us
right?
all together. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll be highlighting each, like a different small business, every member mixer.
Okay, and is it
So
more of
smart.
like there's a certain amount of material that will be in the free
Yes.
printed, but then there will be certain things behind the membership
There's like
wall.
lives with the editors and stuff.
We have like
Oh,
live
opportunities
that's
to
cool.
come and come
We
hang
have
out with
sneak
staff.
peek articles that will you get a bunch of articles before they come out on Wednesday. We're working up to more engagement with the people on the platform because we need the people to engage with us. So it's like a give and take. But honestly, we're beta staging it up into like a really community driven, nice little get together.
It is in the baby stage.
Yes.
The absolute baby stage. Like, we need you. Come.
Well, what's
Join
really
our
interesting
community, please.
Is it in the baby stage from a journalism in general standpoint?
no, it's more
Or
like
have there been other models like this in another town, city?
Not too many. There's a lot of subscribe to our donors and a lot of asking for what am I trying to think of the word?
I can't.
Donations.
Support.
Support. Donations.
Yeah.
But it doesn't not too many have a good platform for the engagement and the
I'm
just
also
want
open to
people-
seeing what they're about. What are the people around here? What do they want?
Kind of more
What
input.
do they want?
Sure.
And then that helps the writing.
Absolutely.
And it helps the
yes.
events. And you guys have a
Yes.
phenomenal, you've always been very supportive of us on the event section. You have Karaoke Cabaret coming up. What's the date for that?
May 15th. It's a Thursday.
It's going to be here before you
From
know
7
it.
to 10 at Mr. Small's
Mr. Small's.
Funhouse.
Yeah.
Funhouse.
Tickets
That's
are
lots of fun.
$20. Frizzy's going to be hosting, so it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, he's also got a
he's gonna
special set.
perform, Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
Great. And so people can find you where? Where can they get more information?
pghcitypaper.com. We have all of our handles: Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, Threads.
It's all like PGH City Paper.
Yeah.
So we're pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been around for 35 years.
How about that?
Yeah.
Celebrating that.
Now
There
we
you
have
go.
a huge question for you, and I know you haven't been locked in a soundproof booth to know this,
Yeah.
but if by chance it's crazy enough that you would have not Strawberry Jello Pretzel Salad as your favorite desserts, what would be your favorite dessert?
And you can't say Oreo, and you can't say
Tiramisu.
Tiramisu missed it. We are best friends.
They said it in harmony.
Give
You
me
want
a
to listen?
family size.
Ready? And what would be your favorite dessert?
Tiramisu.
With you. I love it too. It's fantastic. Actually,
Honestly, from like Salem's and stuff, or Aladdin. Sorry, Aladdin's has such
They
good
have tiramisu?
Yeah,
I did not
Aladdin's.
know that. Wow.
Wow.
There's actually a strawberry pretzel Jell-O tiramisu happening this time. I don't know if Hannah knew that. It's for real.
Dun, dun, dun.
It is Jay. So,
And
you know, we'll see
fade to black.
No, I love it. And so we're so happy to have you guys. We really appreciate it. We want you to come on more often, tell us about the events that you're doing. Let us know how the membership is going, because we love how you are supporting community and you are lifting all of these small businesses by having this opportunity, and it's greatly appreciated. But did you bring us a junk drawer item? Shared or
Oh, she's literally, for those listening, they literally took
like
it
a
off.
magician. Did you see that?
Oh my
Well,
God.
I actually moonlight as a magician.
Stop it.
With my children in the living room.
Oh.
So, yeah. No,
That is fantastic.
Please describe to the audio folks what we have.
So this is a perfect centerpiece for my dining room table, but it is strawberries and a little floral accent. And was it really in a junk drawer?
We decorate our desks at the office, and we're going to be moving offices soon, so we've been kind of clearing stuff out. So
And we
found-
get the remnants.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you good.
Exactly.
I love it.
Decorate our offices.
You guys,
Right on
please
the
make
desk.
sure that you are checking out All Things City Paper. Again, they have a fantastic guide. Check out their event section. And most importantly, we love our partnership with you with Yins or Yums of yesteryear. We're going to have Stacy come on regularly. She comes on twice a month to talk about, on our social media and our website to do Jeet Jet and Yins or Yums. So check that out. I say that 5 times fast.
I can't.
Yums
That's
or
why I
Yums.
let you do it.
Yums or
I can't even say the
Musician.
guest names half the time. Coming up, as you know, we always love local music, and we're going to do that next. It's your Jagoff Late Night.
That was great, you guys. Thanks.
The best thing about it is now I have a life. I got weekends off, nights off, and just learning new skills in life. I think that's the coolest thing, is being able to take home what I learned on the job site and be able to do that at the house. It doesn't matter what age you are. You could be just coming out of high school, graduating from college, or like me, you've been in a business for so long, you just wanted a change. And the pension is great, the health benefits are great, and the time you get to spend home is great.
I'm Scott Baker, president and founder of 5 Generation Bakers. You probably know us for our famous Jenny Lee swirl bread. We know Jenny Lee is delicious on its own, but we want to answer this question: how do you swirl with Jenny Lee?
It's John and Rachel. Sometimes we say Shawn and Rachel, but here we are back at your Jagoff Late Night. As you know, our musician section is always our most pride and joy, and we're so happy to welcome. We have not had country much.
Really?
Yes,
Well,
we should have more, right? Would
that's
that be
right.
the answer?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll be
and-
happy to come back.
Well, there you go. Anytime. There you
Despite
go.
our equipment, yeah, right.
No, we're so happy to welcome Gary and not Laura, Kate, and we're happy that you are here to talk to us. Tell us a little bit about the song that we're going to hear, where you perform, all that good stuff.
Okay. Well, the song you're going to hear tonight actually is dropped today. So, yes, I was real excited about that.
They forgot.
Yeah,
I was real excited about that. It's with MTS Records, Michael Stover Promotions, and he did my last album.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it did very well. We got some awards for it, and then I brought Kate on, so she's on the new album. But we're gonna release them as singles.
Okay.
Right now, and then do the album. So
You know, it's funny. You're probably the third or fourth person who has said that. Is that the way that music is released now?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think because they don't want to date. They don't want to date.
Sure.
They have an album. You date all the music at one time.
Oh, I see.
So this way they
You're
can,
trickling.
Yeah.
So you're learning the ways of the new era of music.
It's brand
delivery.
new. Yeah. With all
yeah.
the computers and everything, it's completely different.
And Kate, how did you find Gary?
We actually met through his parents. So through
Okay.
church, I was a church organist, and his parents said he may be looking for somebody to sing with him. And I said, well, give me a whirl and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And 6 years later, here we are.
And
it's great. I finally have a partner, stage partner, that actually jumps in and does some of the work. You know,
Yeah.
all the other times
You were like on your
I
own.
really wasn't even going to look, but my dad talked me into it. And I said, "Come on, give Kate a try. Give Kate a try." So,
Nice.
it's been a blessing for
And
sure.
you have a couple of duets coming up, but in the meantime, you have a ton of awards. My goodness. And so, International Singer-Songwriter Award nominations, Hollywood Music Award nominations, Fair Play Music Award nominations. Wow.
Yeah, it's been since the last album.
Yeah. And when was that?
That was 2021.
Oh, wow. So 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And it's on all the streaming locations, so you can just ask for them to play Gary Pratt, and Alexa and Siri and all them will
No
give
kidding.
They know what to do.
We like
Absolutely.
know who that is.
They know what to do. So here's
So
the
check
good
it out.
news. We get to find out what's happening on the 412 Dues from our friend Allie at Alloy 26, and then we get to come back and hear your song. So you
Oh,
guys,
that's
where can
awesome.
everybody find you and follow you?
GaryPrattMusic.com. You'll see all the information about where we're going to be, the scheduling, stuff about Kate, myself, what we do together, the band members.
Love it.
We do a couple different things. We do a duet type thing, sort of like we're going to be doing tonight. And then we do an acoustic show with a couple players. Then we have a full band, too.
Awesome.
And we're going to be
May 17th at Hillbilly's Pub and Grub in Donegal, May 29th at Greensburg Palace for
Palace
their
Theater.
Summers
Oh, wow.
Theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
then
June 5th.
June 5th at the Jeanette Food Truck Rally.
and that's a full band.
Nice.
You guys check them out and check out 412 Dues next. You Jagoff Late Night.
Hey Jagoffs, this is Alison Yee with Alloy 26 at Nova Place, and it's time for your 412 Dues. Everything cool, quirky, and community packed happening around the Burgh over the next couple weeks. Let's dive in. Tuesday, April 29th, two big things happening. First up, Steel City Grand Slam 2025. This one's for the poetry lovers or even just those who like watching words turn into verbal fireworks. Head over to the City of Asylum on the north side where 15 of Pittsburgh's fiercest poets will be battling it out for the title, the trophy, and yeah, even a chapbook. Doors at 6, show starts at 7. You'll laugh, cry, cheer, maybe even snap your fingers aggressively. Tickets are just $15, but they go fast, so snag them now. Also, April 29th, our favorite, Pup Night at PNC Park. It's sparks, beverages, and baseball. What more could yins want? Bring your pup and catch the pirates under the lights. Every Tito's cocktail sold helps animal friends do their awesome work. So you're sipping for a cause while your furry best friend watches a curveball. That's Pittsburgh magic right there. Saturday, May 10th, Northside Neighborhood Walk with Bike Pittsburgh. Want to stretch those legs and do something for your community? Meet at Annex Pittsburgh at 11 a.m. and join Bike Pittsburgh for their monthly neighborhood walk. You'll explore Northside streets, chat about walkability, and even snag some signs from public source. Afterwards, there's snacks and social hour at Hugh Lane Wellness Foundation. 2 Mile Loop, chill pace, high vibes. Thursday, May 15th, alfresco wine dinner at the Priory Hotel. Ready to feel a little fancy? Head to the beautiful courtyard at the Priory Hotel for an island hopping wine dinner. We're talking great wines paired with killer small plates from their executive chefs. Add live tunes from Mary and Cal Duo, and you've got a date night that'll make you look impressive. Tickets are $85. Go grab yours before they're gone. And that's your 412 Dues, Jagoffs. Get out there, support local, walk a mile, sip some wine, and don't forget to snap a pic of your pup in a Pirates jersey. Tag us so we can laugh, cry, and maybe toast with yins from afar. Catch you next time.
Hi, I'm Gary Pratt. This is Kate Szallar. We're better known as Pratt and Szallar. And you can find all our information on www.Gary Pratt Music, our schedules, a little thing about us, all our music. And here's a brand new song that's dropping today. I hope you guys like it.
Heard your daddy's out of town. He'll be gone at least a week. Ain't nobody down at your place except the kitchen cows and sheep. It must get kinda scary out there by yourself when it starts getting dark. What you say, I come over, park my Silverado in your little red barn. I could bring a case of beer, something stronger if you like. We could hang out in the hayloft, slow dance in the full moonlight. No, we can't disturb no neighbors, and you'll feel a whole lot safer once I take you in my arms. What you say, I come over, park my Silverado in your little red barn. Nobody will ever know I can be discreet. Well, I can leave when the rooster crows. I can stay all week. Don't need to be alone out on that big old farm. What you say, I come over, park my Silverado in your little red barn. Yeah. When the morning comes, I'll be glad to do some chores. A little sugar with my coffee, and I'll hit the great outdoors. Baby, I can crank your tractor, I can bale your hay. You just lay out in the yard all day. What you say, I come over, park my Silverado in your little red barn. No need to be alone out on that big old farm. What you say, I come over, park my Silverado in your little red barn. Little red barn.
I love that applause, you guys. That was fantastic. I mean, we were singing along even though you just dropped the song. So not to be tacky, but I heard you brought us a junk drawer gift.
We brought two.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'll take them. John's off
This
like
is a pair of sunglasses.
eating macarons. Oh, that's my
Actually,
favorite thing.
They came. I bought them. Never
Yeah.
wore them because
Okay.
I don't like them.
Okay. Well, they're
But
down on my head.
I have a habit of collecting sunglasses.
Okay.
But I can never find them.
Same. No, I
I
do
can
the
never
same
find
thing.
them. So every time I'm looking,
Now I
they say,
have 'em.
"Well, up in the junk drawer." You know, it's like
There you go.
I don't like those.
Yeah.
So, but
Well, thank you.
You're
And-
welcome.
And I have the earpod holder to the earpods I no
my
longer
kids
have
lost,
that
yes.
no longer fit any of this of the phones. So there you go.
Really good.
Yeah.
You guys loved your song. One more time, where can everybody find you?
www.Gary Pratt Music. come out and see us. Okay?
Easy enough. Let's give a round of applause for these guys. They did an amazing job tonight. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks to the City Paper, and thanks to Aycho Melange. And make sure you check out RAD and our friend James Santelli. Until next time, thanks for watching Jagoff Late Night. Have a great weekend. Good.